Our next guest story doesn't come without hardships, but where he is in life today shows how hard work, dedication, and passion can help us overcome and live our dreams. His name is Tajj Anderson, Jamaica's newest commercial pilot, ready to take on the skies. Welcome to Smile, Tajj.
Oh, good morning. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah.
Good morning, Jamaica.
Now, you're literally living your dream. And congratulations, by the way. I hope to fly with you at some point soon. And maybe if I get wealthy enough, I'll just buy myself a jet and you'll be my pilot.
I think the first flight is going to be filled with friends and family.
Great. Now, how did we get here? How did you get here? At what point did you know that you wanted to be a pilot? And then let's talk about how did you make that become a reality?
Well, I think I knew I wanted to be a pilot from a very, very young age. And I think that came about from seeing JDF helicopters flying around in and around the community. Sometimes they would land and I would have the opportunity to go and have a tour with the helicopters. And then I think my second inspiration came from traveling to the airport. Would always, my mom would always pick up family members or drop them off, and I would see the pilots. At that time, we were allowed to go up and see the planes, that little area. You could see them take off and coming in, and I was fascinated by seeing those planes traveling so far. This minute you're in Jamaica, the next minute you probably are the next couple of hours you're somewhere else. Coupled with that, I grew up with a single parent mother, and traveling wasn't always, we didn't always travel overseas. And I always wanted to see the world from a different perspective and experience different cultures and people. And I think this was the best way to go to see that. And so I just kind of ventured into the old mindset of becoming a pilot. And it all started when she took me to an air show in Boscobel. And we went to an information booth, and we found out at a tender age of probably 11, we were able to start, mentorship program in Kingston. And that's when we signed up to start. And we started classes where they taught us everything we needed to know about the airplanes. Shout out to the Caribbean Aviation Training Center for those opportunities. And at the end of the summer, they gave us the opportunity to go up with an instructor to get a feel of the airplane. So we were allowed to fly it once. And I think that was the icing on the cake. This is what I wanted to do ever since. And anybody who could remember me from primary or basic school knew this is the only thing I wanted.
Yeah. So you grew up in Portland, and your airplanes obviously are fueled by fuel, but your dream was fueled by coal, because you had to sell coal and bag coal and save money for the flight academy in Miami. I mean, what kept you going?
Just the thought of seeing myself in the uniform one day, that kept me going, because there were really low moments where obviously you're going to have self-doubt. I knew I was going to get there, but uncertain. I wasn't sure when I would get there. I always saw persons getting there, and but I always saw myself in the pilot uniform. And that's the only thing that kept me going, coupled with friends. It's always good to surround yourself with friends and family that's going to encourage you and support you through times of hardship. And definitely those days when we were working in the bushes with a coal kiln were definitely hard times, but we had the support of my mom and my aunt at the time and my cousins. And so it just made things a little bit easier to cope with the expectations and to get to where I needed to be.
Yeah. What's the actual process to becoming a pilot? I mean, there might be people watching who have it as an aspiration. So what are the things they need to do?
So becoming a pilot is not so difficult as you would think. All you have to do is probably find a flying academy, enroll with the school. They will provide all the information that you need. First, you're going to attend ground school, where you learn everything about the airplane. Around weather, navigation, all that stuff that you're going to need. And then from ground school, everything that you've learned, you're going to transition into flying. So the first step is locating a ground school. and it's pretty easy from there.
And how long is that process? Because I know that it's not overnight. It's not, yeah. So just describe the length.
So it's not overnight, but it can be, everything can be done within, I would say, 2 years, depending on if you have all the financial support that you need. If not, in my case, it took a couple of years because, you know, we had to work our way from the bottom up. And it has been a journey. I'm very proud of the journey I've had. I'm a product of my journey, and it made me into the person I am today.
Right.
So definitely anybody who's watching this, if you're going through any kind of situation, it seems like you can't find a way out, keep moving. There's somebody that's probably going to see you and give you some kind of support. Never give up and just believe in yourself.
Yeah, so you've moved from like flying those twin engine and Cessna, and now you're commercial pilot. When's your first flight? What type of airplane is it? Where are you flying from and to and so on?
So I'm not attached with an airline as yet. I still have some stuff I want to do. I want to teach before I get to the airline level flying, the jumbo jets, because I think that's a good way of giving back to the community, just kind of educating younger enthusiasts. So I want to do that before I transition to the airlines, but definitely you guys could, you know, stay up to date, follow the journey, and I'll keep you guys up to date as it relates to the first flight to Jamaica.
Yes, sir, please do. I am buying that ticket wherever you're flying from. I'm definitely going to do that. Thank you so much. We're so proud of you, Tajj, and we look forward to amazing things from you in the skies.
And thank you. Before I go, I'd like to thank a few persons. The first person being my mother, who has stuck with me through all of this. My dad, my aunts in England, Auntie Cheryl, Kathy James, and to my godparents, who played a very integral role in all of this, and to my cousins. Thank you, Michelle, and the first person who gave me the opportunity to enroll with the mentorship program, my Auntie Patty, who is no longer with us. I want to thank her for allowing me to stay with her. We did it, and we keep pushing on. Thank you, guys.
Amazing stuff. Thank you, Tajj. Commercial pilot Tajj Anderson. Up next is second edition of News in 5.